Hi everyone, MFS Trade School here. This is a video that will show you the assembly and how to put together your electrostatic fogger slash sprayer mister. And you could always call us as well if you have any trouble. But here you're going to find the actual unit. It should have a battery in it. We put a Duracell or a compatible battery. Most of the times we use Duracell. Great batteries, 9AH, which will give you 3 hours of continuous run time. You get a little bit more run time with the sprayer than you do with the blower, okay? Because the blower uses a little bit more electricity. But as you notice, you're gonna see that there's a wand, okay, which we can use it as a sprayer, and there's different attachments. So you have this attachment that you can use it like that to spray. You can actually loosen it from here and actually pull it up and make it a little bit longer. So you have flexibility. The important thing is all these little screw things, wherever you adjust this to be, make sure you do it very, very tight. If it's loose, water's going to be leaking out and then you're going to be getting little shocks and stuff and not know why. So everything has to be really, really tight. Even if you got to use the pliers, but don't over tighten it because it's plastic and you'll strip the threads. So just wanted to show you that the wand will go here, of course. You're going to notice that they give you a bunch of rubber O-rings. You do not, these are extra O-rings. Do not need to put O-rings on anything. If you do, it's going to mess it up because you're going to have too many O-rings and then it's not going to tighten well. So black O-rings already in here. So you could literally just screw this on like this. Takes a little bit of practice. Okay. Now when you tighten this, you don't want to hold it from here and tighten it with the pliers because you'll break this little plastic piece. So you got to hold it from here and actually tighten it really good, as much as you can by hand. And then if you have a little pliers, it may not be a bad idea to also give it just a little bit more turn, okay? Don't go crazy with your pliers because you'll strip these things. So again, whatever tip we want, at the end of this, we can put this, we can put the double nozzle. There's even a single nozzle. This actually gives a pretty good spray as well. You can practice and play with these before you go on a real job. This one is not for, you could use it for here, but this is actually for the blower, okay? So we're gonna, before I switch to the blower, I wanna show you there's this electrical wiring has to be connected in order for you to get electrostatic, okay? So you're gonna notice a little sleeve here, and you're not gonna know how to put this in unless you actually push this back, so you can see this thing and connect it, okay? Once you connect it, then you can bring it back so it doesn't get wet. Very, very important, when you're starting to work, okay, you want to make sure you're wearing your gloves, okay? Good pair of gloves, even thicker ones than that if you can. And you're going to notice this metal here, you want to be holding it from here. Everything has to be really tight. This has to be really tight with the pliers, because if it leaks here and you get water, it's going to be, and it's spraying water on you, guess what? The electroshock is going to shock you because it's thinking you're part of the furniture, so it wants to electrostatic spray you. So same thing when you're spraying, okay? You got to remember when you're testing this, you can't have this on the ground or on a table. You literally have to wear it as a backpack or hold it and then test it, because you have to be, it has to be grounded. Otherwise, you're going to be getting shocked. So you can't be testing it by having it here, you know, walking on a wet floor or spraying yourself. Let me test this. Spraying up in the air. The mist is coming down at you. Now it's thinking, oh, you're a furniture. I got to electrostatic you. And it's going to start to give you shocks. And people don't know why it's shocking them. That's why it's shocking you. Okay? So enough said with this. Now, in order for this thing to go on, obviously, you got to push the red button over here. Okay? See this button right here? You got to turn it in the on position. Otherwise, it's not going to start. Okay? You're going to also notice a plug right here. All right, a plug. And the plug is when we starting to use the electrostatic blower, okay? So then you plug it right here for this. This gives juice to the blower. So now you're holding your blower or you got it on your backpack. and now you can work with this, all right? To attach these things, not very difficult at all. You just have to lift it a little bit. You're gonna notice that little thing there, just gonna go just like this. Snaps right on, okay? If you want it to permanently stay there, you may wanna use some crazy glue on here and on the other side, okay? And you're pretty much ready to start, you know. Oh, one other thing, people get really mixed up on how to put these things in. So very, very simple, watch. You're gonna come like this. This is a soft part, right? You don't wanna have this on you. So this is the soft part. So you're gonna go like that, like that, like that. You're gonna go like that. And then you're gonna put it right inside here, just like that. Not too much in. And pull. Maybe a little more, okay? And that's it. That's all you gotta do to get this really tight. No matter what you do, you wanna do the same thing to the other side, okay? So you wanna go like this, like that, like that. I think I did it wrong, okay? Just like that. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna pass it from here, grab it, and once I grab it, I'm gonna put it inside the other one, inside here. That will actually hold it from being pulled. There you go. And you're gonna do the same thing to this one. Once you pass it from here, you wanna make sure you pass it through here as well. That will prevent it from slipping back. And now you're ready to wear this as a backpack, all right? So going to the blower, we have to plug it in. We now have to disconnect this thing right here so we can put the water of the tank inside the blower here, okay? So we have to disconnect this gun. So we're gonna disconnect it completely because we don't need a wand anymore, right? We're not gonna use the trigger. We're gonna use that as the blower to release water and spray. So we take it off. You want to have a bucket. Now, see how the water fell on the floor because we were testing it? If I'm walking on this water, guess what? I may get shocked as I'm electrostatic sprayer as I'm working. So you got to be in a dry area, okay? So now we want to put this in. So we go just like that. And you want to make sure it's in. Little bit of a pain in the neck for some reason. Actually, you can take this off right here. This actually comes connected to this. I just disconnected it because of the because we put it on the trigger. But you want to this little piece right here. You want to make sure that it goes right inside here, really tight. And this has to be nice and tight. And then once you're done, now you want to put it in here. And see this pipe right here? See how I pushed it? I want to make sure that this sucker goes all the way in here, like so. And then I can bring it up, back up, and tighten it. I want to do as much as I can by hand. And then I want to grab the pliers and actually give it a few more twists. Not too much, just enough to prevent any water leakage. Okay, now, the trick to working the blower, and again, we're gonna connect this thing, right? Otherwise, you're not gonna get electrostatic, so we're gonna pull the sleeve back, connect it, and then pull it back in its place. Okay, now I'm ready to work. Here's your on and off switch. Now, before you start, you want to be able to connect this tri-thing here. Again, no washers, it already has a black washer here, so you do not need to put anything in here. Again, really tight, okay? As much as you can by hand without breaking it. This little piece has threads right here, which threads right into here. And the whole thing with the blower, the whole trick to it is wear the backpack so that way you're not you're not shocking yourself, okay? Make sure your battery, the battery will come charged, but you want to give it a good 3-hour charge, 4-hour charge, and you could leave it overnight. So once you're ready to work, this little filter is going to go in here. We already put water in here. The lid is floating someplace here. Where did my lid go? Okay, regardless, it's floating around here somewhere. We won't worry about it, but you're going to tighten this, obviously, when I can find my lid. And again, we're ready to work. Notice how it's off the ground or it's on my back. And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the blower on. Because if you turn the button here, it's gonna start shooting water here. And the idea is we don't want water to run out. We want water to be sprayed, okay? Far away, you'll reach a good 8 feet or so. So we want to turn on the blower and then turn this on, okay? And then when we're ready to shut it off, guess what? We're gonna shut this off, so cut our water line here, okay? And then of course, turn this, shut the water line and then shut this off, okay? So the reverse, when we do it when we stop. So again, I'll say it again. When we're ready to start, you wanna turn the blower on, and then you wanna turn this on. When we're ready to stop, we're gonna cut the water supply off, let it run as much out as possible, drip it a little bit, make sure you got all the water out, and then stop it, okay? And remember that at the end of the day, any equipment, whether it's this electrostatic machine or something, a spray you bought somewhere else, you want to take any chemicals out of here, and you want to be able to save them in a bucket, write down what chemical it is, and you want to be able to run water through here to really clean these machines for at least 60 seconds, so that way it cleans all these nozzles, okay, in the lines, and you don't have any hard water sitting here, because if it sits for a week with hard water that has minerals and things like that, it'll start to build up rust and then your machine won't work, okay? If you don't know what kind of water you have, then you can use distilled or purified water to make sure that when you rinse it, it's nice and clean. So here's the little test. Actually, we don't have any water in here because we drained it, but you want to turn it on, you want to turn this on, and then you're ready to work, okay? All right, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can call us at area code 407-732-4625, or visit our website, get our number from there, www.mfstradeschool.com. Thank you for watching.